This conference
Okay.
will now be recorded.
Okay. Let us see in the previous session, just only introduced about the software testing. Uh, what are the topics we are covering into software testing, right? But here today, what is our agenda in software testing, right? Let us see then first how the software companies are working, right? How does it works and how software companies are working for the software application development, right? Actually, after I completed this training, which applications we have to test, but all software development companies are working on different apps, right, on different platforms. Take example, I'll tell you then, take a just paint window, take a paint. Now, right now, we are taking the training on software testing. Why I selected software testing course? Actually, the software companies are working on different applications. What are they? What type of applications we have to test, right? But as a software test engineer, where do you work? What is my role? What is my responsibility in software company after I joined? But I did not discuss these kind of things. How do you answer to your interviewer? Not possible, right? But actually, if you why we are learning, why we are learning from the schools, why we are learning from the training institutes, but if every for everything there is a reason, right? The seniors has to explain to you what you do after this training, right? Then only I can understand what is my role in software development company. But directly without any seniors, without getting any information by seniors, you cannot survive in the market. I'm sure about. You cannot fight from the scratch level without knowing anything. Not only this field, not only software testing field. You choose any field like a marketing field. This is the first job as a marketing executive. How will I? How would I become a marketing manager, senior marketing manager? How do I? Because I started my career from scratch, not my career. Just example I selected. Means as a how do you work as a marketing executive? How do you work as a coordinator? Right? PRO, public relation officer. But how do you know anything before? No, I don't know anything. But how do you know? Because I was trained from my seniors. I was trained from my senior public relation officers. They are navigating to me how to work in my company as a trainer. When I entered as a trainer, how how I trained as a trainer, but I did not. Every everyone has to start from the first step only. Then only uh, step by step we have to grow in our career. Then only you will be success in your career. Right here also I'm saying. See why? why we have to know about our role in software testing and responsibilities. Without knowing these roles and responsibilities after this training, in interviews, if they ask you the questions, describe me about your role and responsibilities on your previous company, how do you explain? How do I prepare? What are the major responsibilities I'm approaching to my previous project? These kind of questions they will ask you in interviews, right? And also, before discussing about the software testing, let us see which applications the software development companies are developing. Usually, everyone knows about the mobile. Whichever the application is required in your mobile, what do you do? Go to Google Store or Mac Store, download the app and install the app. That is all. See, take example, web. Amazon Web is there. In can open that Amazon website, or else I can use Amazon app through Android mobile, Mac mobile, etc. What is the final action? Finally, what is the action you are performing online? What is the action you are performing if you want to buy the products by online? Directly, I'm selecting a product, but that through mobile, OS mobile, Windows, through Mac operating system. So depending on, right, depending on your usability, it's a dependency whichever it is required from you, right? But all are applications. There are different kind of applications are there in software market. Here you will get one doubt here. Here you will get one doubt. Sir, why I selected, why I have to select a software testing field? Why don't I select Java, .NET, SAP? There are many technologies are there in the market, but why I have to choose software testing? Is there any reason? Yes, definitely there is a reason. Compare with other technologies. Compare with other technologies. Software testing field is very easy role. Everyone can handle these software testing responsibilities very easily in your team without any confusion. Developer is not like that. Developer role is a different. Developer has to developer has to upgrade their skills every year. The development part is changing continuously year by year. Software testing field is not like that. It is a default and standard life. Only the software testing training is only one time learning, one time practice, and one time job only. That too, you don't every year you don't need to fight with technology. We don't need to get any fear in future. We don't get any fear in future jobs. I'm sure I can give you my assurance. 100% assurance I can give it to you. Because of why 100% assurance I am giving to you? Because of since 17 years I am into testing field only. Almost I am having 22 years of experience. 5 years I was worked as a multimedia trainer in Arena Multimedia in Hyderabad, located in Hyderabad, Amirpet Center, Amirpet branch. After 5 years, then I just moved to software testing. Since 17 years, I was not changed this field. Still, I am continuing as a software test engineer. Now I am a senior QA manager. I am a manager in my software development company. Right? Now, first suppose if you are working as a developer, like a Java developer or .NET developer, the .NET technology is changing continuously. Java technology is changing continuously, means you have to fight with the latest version with the latest technologies in Java and .NET. But software testing is not like that. It is a standard life and it is a default type. Whichever the role you are performing first year, after 10 years also you have to perform on same role and same responsibilities. That is the main advantage in software testing. And also there is no restriction for the software testing field. Everyone can handle these testing jobs very easily. I am sure about. Okay. Now let us see what type of applications they are developing. Now take example any which actually in software market, which applications the software development companies are developing. Here, web related applications. Web applications. What are they? www.amazon.com, flipkart.com, facebook.com, sbi.com, hdfc.com, all.com, all whichever the application is opening through browser. These are all web based applications, right? See, really, if you want to become a software test engineer, follow my guidelines and points carefully and note down in your running notebook. I will give you, I will provide to you the complete testing material to you. I just collected lot of documentation from the software companies. I have a different kind of the documentations and presentations examples with me. But really, if you want to become a software test engineer, you just fight with my points. Definitely, you will be become a software test engineer, I'm sure. And that too, from my end, you will get something else. Not now, I'll tell you later, but I cannot promise you without anything, but definitely I can do. Okay. Now, and web applications, what type of applications, like whichever the applications are opening through browsers, like Amazon website. Do right now I can see, if I want to go for if I want to book a products by online, what I do, go to www.amazon.com, www.flipkart.com, like that, right? And I can see, I can log in the I can log in my bank with my login credentials by online, right? And also how the bank peoples are logging, how bank employees are able to log in. But the bank employees are managing a different application that is also browser based. That is internal application. This is the public application, right? The bank employees are following a private application, and the public is following public based application, but both browsers are same, application is same. These are all web based applications. And is there any other application? Yes. What are they? Just go to Android. Android based applications. Android based applications means in your mobile you can download same Amazon app by Google Store. Download Amazon app, download Facebook app, download the Flipkart app, download SBI app, download ICICI app, wow, whichever it is required based on your application, right? You can download and install. Without downloading, can I use Amazon website in my mobile or not? Yes. Go to Google browser, open www.amazon.com. That is a native application and it is a hybrid applications, right? But finally users actions are same. Finally what you are performing, what are the actions you are performing finally in a web application, your action is same. An Android application, your action is same. Finally you are trying to booking the products by online. That's it. Without internet, you cannot do anything in Android. You cannot do anything in web. Sometimes will be freeze, right? And let us see. Except web applications and Android mobile applications, Android or whatever iOS mobile based applications. If it about the Android is a operating system and it is a mobile based applications. And the third one is Windows based applications, right? Windows applications means what did you see in your operating system? Notepad, Paint window, MS Office, antivirus softwares. See, if you want to work with any software, what you do? Download appropriate software, any trial version like a exe file. Download exe file by web and install your software in your system. Then you can work. These are all Windows based applications, right? Finally, all the users, has to work on these applications in software development company. Actually, what I am in software development company after this training, but the software development company is following different kind of testings. Right now what we are learning, what type of testings are there in software development company. 1 minute, give me just 1 minute, I'll be back. Now let us see right now what is the software testing we are following. But the software industry is following different kind of testings. What are they? Except application testing, what are the left in the software testing field? Networking testing, hardware testing, system testing, right? There are many things are there, but actually we are not eligible for networking testing, hardware testing, chip level testing, cable testing. We are not eligible for that. We must have a knowledge on that that parts like hardware related, then only we can perform on that. But it's not, but actually we don't have any the many position on that. But right now we are, after this training, we are the UI tester, user interface tester. In under UI testing, there are many responsibilities we have to approach. Okay, let us see then, if developers wants to develop web applications or mobile based applications or Windows based applications, the coding engineer means programmers. The coding engineers, like the programmers, are using different kind of languages to develop these applications. 1 minute. Right, the programmers are using different kind of languages to develop these web applications or mobile based or Windows. But what you are, if you want to test the applications, again, will we take the training on programming side? Certainly not. Software test engineers are not required to take the training on programming side separately, not required especially. Just only we have to know the basic idea, basic programming language. What is int? What is string? What will happens if A is equal to B? General language, general maths. Software tester should have a knowledge on basic generic logic, simple logic. That's it. Already you covered in the max. If A is equal to B close brace, right? And if A divided by B is equal to what will happen? That's it, right? I will tell you exactly where you have to perform your application testing, right? But here, as a tester, what I do, right? As a, like, as a programmer, if I want to develop a uh, like Amazon web page, what I do, I have to use many languages to develop a web page. What are the languages I have to follow to develop the one web page? Like take example, I want to develop a clouds code website. Cloud code website I have to develop. That is my intention. How can I develop it? I'm actually, without the application, how do you start the testing? First of all, right? First of all, I need a web application to test the application, right? Where is the website? Like I take example code, like, right, any website. Then now what I want to do, have to meet a programmer. What are the, like, what are the technologies they are following to develop the web UI applications? Maybe HTML, DHTML, CSS, DHML, JSP, ASP. There are different kind of web languages, right? Okay, finally, I'm not fighting with the programming language because of I'm not suitable for that position. I'm not a developer. I'm not a developer. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a UX developer. I'm not anything. Just I'm the tester. What is your responsibility as a tester? What you can do? Nothing. Simply, simple example I'll tell you. Go to shop, choose the product, any product like a pen drive, memory card, charger, or pen drive. Choose any product. What do you do? Right? Go to shop, choose any product, buy a product, pay the cash, come back. This is the case you have to follow while purchasing the products by shops, right? Then what do? Meanwhile, what we are doing, what is our responsibility here as a customer? Simply, before purchasing that product, like a pen drive or like a memory card or battery or charger, whatever, you just that shop wala, what will happens? Then they will be checked once in front of you, and they'll finalize and they'll give you the product before paying the money. Means that shop wala is following the end-to-end test process in front of the customer. That is the meaning of testing. But if customer, if shop owner does not check it and customer does not check it, after I opened a seal pack, then if it's not working, what you do? Again, you have to go to shop to meet about this issue, right? But that is the reason after you cleared the payment, then the in front of the customer, opening a charger, opening a battery, opening a whatever the product you purchase in the shop, and in front of you, in front of the customers, opening that product, checking and closing the case. Means what kind of testing? This is also one type of it is a one type of the role in testing. There are many testings are there. UIT test, user acceptance test, system test, unit test, white box test. There are many tests are there. See, already I told you, the software testing job role is very easy once you joined in the company. Before joining, one after you join in any software development company as a software test engineer, if you are joined as a fresher job is very happy. Nothing. Companies will give you the appropriate training on project based trainings will be happens by managers again. But if you joined as a 2-3 years of experience software testing job, if you joined as a 5 years experience on senior role, but finally I am trying for another job, right? But here you have a 2-3 years of experience, but like like the companies will ask the it will be happens the interviews in a different way, right? But wherever you go, for suppose you join in a one company, first company, and you join next year you join in the other company, second company, third company. But the software role is very easy after you join in the company. But before that, what I have to do? You have to face the interviews. While facing the interview, what kind of questions are they will ask you? Describe me what is your previous project. That is the first thing. Second thing is tell me what is your current role and responsibility. What did you approach in your role? Describe few points on your previous role. What is your designation? How you are interacting with the developer to solve the issues, and what are the technologies you tried, what are the automation testing tools you are using for previous project, like that, right? See, interview points are different, that when you deployed for the project, role is different. We cannot compare both because of this interview facing role is different, and as a live tester on products or project side is a different. Training is a different. Without a proper training, you cannot fight with interviews. I'm sure about, because of I know that much of what you do as a student. I know that. Okay, and let us see that. Okay, now coming to software testing, I selected web applications, mobile based applications, and Windows applications, right? And after this training, am I eligible for which application test engineer? I am an application test engineer for all applications. You can do after this training. You can do mobile applications. You can do mobile based applications, web application, and Windows based application. You can do any applications, right? But here, if I want to perform on any applications, somebody given the message. What is that? Okay. And let us see then what happened. Now, if you want to test any base applications, like I'm eligible, right? And how I'm eligible if I want to test all the applications. Here, go to as a tester, I have to follow manual testing procedures. See, if before starting any application, not forget about the application sometime, forget like a software field sometime. Think generally. Think generally. Generally means now I purchased a new charger for my laptop by online. The product you received today by online. Then what do you do? What is your nature of job here? What is your responsibility after you received the products by online, like executive? Then as a customer, what I do? Just start the video, cut the bag, open a box, click charger, check description, which product you booked. Means without knowing you, again you are performing on testing action. Means you are checking all the parameters as per, means based on your requirement, is it suitable or not, right? Here also I am following. If you want to test any application as a manual tester or else automation tester using automation tools, we have to follow few rules and regulations, algorithms. What are they? For suppose I have given one example for application testing. Please test, please open a Flipkart website and search for the products and print less than 10,000 products by online only. That is my case. Your client is asking you, such Samsung mobiles, total how many Samsung mobiles available in the Flipkart website under 10,000. How do I know the list of the count? How do I know? As a manual tester, what do you do? As an automation tester, what do you do? What is the difference between manual and automation part? Right? First of all, your client is asking you, open a Flipkart website, search for Samsung mobiles and check the count, total how many Samsung mobiles available under 10,000. How do you know? You have to count as a manual tester. There is no other option. Manually you have to count. Search for 10,000 and check by count manually one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. But using with automation tool, I can develop the case. I'll write the simple program for that. Already default programs are there. Why I have to write? It's a free code. I'm not developing any application. I'm not developing any functionality. Just already I'm utilizing the existings. I'm not developing a new code, right? That is the difference between automation. But here we cannot approach into automation testing directly. I hope you I hope you are following. But I don't want to enter into, any company won't enter into software testing automation tools directly without any confirmation by clients. See, Internally, so many things we have to follow. That training is different, real time project role is different. I'm telling you, know, but there are, we have to follow so many authentications, so many restrictions are there, right? We cannot take our own decisions here. At least we cannot open our laptop in the home, without a proper internet connection. That too, sometimes some companies won't give you any privileges to work in the home with office laptop, because of there are many restrictions are there, right? And you just kindly note down all the means. For suppose when you are facing the interview, when you are facing the interview, every time you have to explain all the answer as an experienced candidate, means as a real time. I want to explain as a real time employee, but not like a fresher, not like a new role. I hope you understand my point, right? I don't want to explain newly I am a newcomer here to newly I'm joining into software company, but I added 2 years of experience. Not like that. Whenever you are managing the 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, whatever the fake experience you are following, if you want to become a software testing, nowadays everybody managing fake experience. Well, how do I get a fake without like how do I get it? But everyone knows. Like interviewer also does know about that. Like like all others are coming with a fake experience from outside, but everyone knows. But at least you are managing a fake profile. Okay, I expected it. I accept it. At least what is your performance? Show me your performance level. While I'm asking you interview questions, if you are not able to answering to any question, how do I recruit you? Tell me that. Okay, from my end also same. I don't feel, because of it is my job, it is my responsibility. Without any at least out of 100%, at least I have to know 40% of the subject from my end based on interview questions. Then only I can recruit you. If you are with zero knowledge or 10% of the knowledge, how can I recruit you for my project? Again, after I recruit you, I have to pay the salary. Instead of you, I have to work. Right? I am paying the salary to you. Instead of you, I am working. Means because of friendship. Your friendship will not save my life. That is outside. But here, it is my role. I am a manager. Instead of you, I don't want to work. You have to work. If you are a friend, if you are my kid, if you are whatever. But it is your responsibility. That is why I recruited you. If you are not able to performing well on my client role, I have a pressure from my client. I have 100 cases to finish up today. I allocated these test cases to, I spread, I produced these test cases to my team. Out of 10 members team, 2 members, 3 members, 3 associates are not able to performing well. Then what I do? Will I do myself instead of you? Companies will not accept. Managers won't accept like this, but they will find another solution to solve it. Means I may lose the job. That is the reason what I do from stage level, from day one onwards. Really, if you want to settle in software field, really I'm a sincere hard worker. I'm putting my effort on my software field to become a software engineer for future days, for future, for my future kids, right? I want to use for myself. Means in future I want to use my services, but I don't want to sit ideally in my home, right? I have my individuality, but I want to prove myself. That is the reason I could completed BTech, where I have to prove myself. Why you studied BTech? If you want to settle as a family member, Try, because of nowadays everyone having that individuality. Think yourself where I can stand, which field is suitable to me, right? And but my suggestion is software testing is, compared with other technologies, software testing will is very easy, and everyone can survive after you join in any software company for the project as a software test engineer. Everyone can survive. If you are with any degree, not a problem. My company is recruiting with a backlog guys also, but then my company is not looking for a BTech with 85%, 90% like a Infosys, like a Wipro. My company with backlogs and correspondence degrees, they are allowing. It's a good company, right? Finally, what I'm trying to say, joining part is the secondary thing. First point is the interfacing. First, we have to fight with the interview questions. If you want to fight with the interview questions, you must have knowledge on the testing technology. If you want, you uh, if you want to answer for any kind of, if you want to answer for any kind of questions in interviews, you must have a knowledge on testing field. If you want to get a knowledge on the testing field, you must practice every day. This is the fight will be happens until you deploy into software testing projects only. After that, you enjoy, take the salary, spend time, much time with your family, with your husband, with your parents, whatever you like. But until then, you fight. Until you, I want to try. Okay, I studied well. I was failed first interview. Forget. Okay, I failed. In first interview, I failed. Okay, like in the first attempt, I don't want to get a IAS rank directly. I tried 1 or 2 times. I tried. I have 4 chances left to me. I tried first time, I failed. Second time, I failed. Third time, I passed. I got a IAS rank. Civil, like I got UPSC rank, like a civil rank or something else, right? Because of, I'm not trying for any other things. My dream is to settle as software test engineer in software company at any cost. That is my dream before marriage. That's it. That is my ambition. That's I fixed it in my mind. Then how much you put effort on your role if you want to become a software test engineer. Think logically, okay? And let us see. Coming to this testing, right now I'm the eligible for any application tester, right? And also, what are the manual testing procedures? And here, like automation testing tools, right? Automation testing tools. But what are the, already I described you, I have shown you the course content document. What are the manual topics I am covering during this training, right? I don't need to write again, not required. One by one, I'll teach you about the manual testing procedures. What are the things you have to follow? There are many: software development life cycle, software life cycle model, okay, software testing life cycle, agile model, scrum model, right? White box testing, software testing types, and white box testing techniques, black box testing techniques. There are many things inside of the manual testing procedures. But here, this is not a separate course. Manual testing is not a separate course. Automation testing is not a separate course from this here, from this organization, right? I am covering both. Why? Because this is your career, right? Not side, it's not outside of the training, right? And leave it. Now, only if I tried on this automation testing, definitely you have to know about the manual testing at any cost. Without knowing about the manual testing, you cannot get any job in software development company. I'm sure about, right? And let us see, especially, okay, I trained on manual testing. I trained on automation testing, where I have to test, when I have to test, why I have to test. What do you mean by testing, especially in software field? Nothing. As per the requirement, as a tester, whichever the requirement my client is providing to me, based on the task, based on that requirement, without any issues, I have to release. That's it. Simple example I'll tell you. Already I told you, no? Charger. Amazon is sending that product by executive. The product has hand over to customer successfully or not. That is the one case. This is also end user testing. Simply I can say it is an end user testing. Successfully executive delivered the product by Amazon or not. Then as a customer, what we are doing? I just open the bag and check the bags and open the charger and say open the shield, check all the requirements already. Does this send product correctly or not? These are all end user phase testings, right? These are all the cases we have to. That is the meaning of software testing. Here we have one more question in interview. When testing will be failed? Right? When testing will be failed? When testing will be failed means Amazon has sent cracked product, right? Amazon has sent wrong product to me instead of my own product. Why it was failed? Why it was failed? That is the interviewer question. See, think logically. Think with your own logicals, right? Now, actually, simple question I will tell you. In interviews, what will happen? You are testing a bank login page. User entered wrong credentials more than 3 times. Login account blocked by user, blocked by bank server. In this situation, what kind of testing we have to perform? That is interviewer question. I am not automating. I am not using any automation tool. It is a general kind of testing technical question. They will ask you like this, right? As of now, we discussed about the what do you mean by testing. I am testing so and so products. Working keyboard is working. All keys are working correctly or not. All keys are in working condition or not. All functions are successfully working properly or not. All keyboard operators are working properly or not. That is the meaning of testing. Okay, accepted. But here the question is different. While testing the bank login page, if user entered many wrong credentials, user login account blocked by bank server, then what kind of testing we have to perform there? It's a kind of technicals. It's kind of doctor terminology. How doctor is following with a different terminology? As a tester also we have to follow same terminology like this. Just here you are a software tester, there is a doctor. But doctor is a tester for the human bodies. But doctor is not manufacturing the human, right? Doctor is not developing the human. Just doctor is checking the human body to find the issues, to find the diseases in the human body. Based on the diseases, The doctor is checking with all lab tests. Then only based on the test report, then doctor is starting the treatment. Doctor is not removing the part and not changing with instead of that. Not changing with a new part directly like a motorcycle. Not like a laptop, right? Okay, if I lost my keyboard or lost my hard disk, then I'll remove it and I will insert a new hard disk in my laptop. But human body is not like that. They cannot replace the spare parts directly, right? Means we there is a procedure to solve the issues, to reduce the diseases from the human body based on the lab test reports. Then they have to doctor has to start the proper treatment. That is the meaning of testing. That is the doctor procedures. As a software engineer, what are the procedures I have to follow on my application testing? Especially what I do as a test engineer, you just open any browser here. You just taken I taken then it's a browser here. So my browser, I just starting my Amazon page. Now this is your requirement. I selected for Amazon browser. I selected for the Amazon company as a junior software test engineer. I recruited recently with 1 or 2 years of experienced employee. Then they're asking you, just they're asking you in interviews while facing the interview to Amazon company. They're asking you, okay, now you are testing this electronic page. What kind of issues you face on that? And search for the engine. What do you mean by software? Once you joined in the company, software testing is very easy. Nothing. Just click on this electronic page. That link page is appearing to users correctly or not. That's it. Testing is complete. If it is working, step passed. Not working, step failed. If it is not working, if condition is not performing well, and write the report and submit report to developer. That is your responsibility on your role every day. That is the meaning of testing. For suppose, take example, I'll show you one more here. There is a gratuity calculator is there, and select a yes here. See, not only gratuity calculator example, this is my UI testing, and detailed income tax calculator, capital gain tax calculator, HR tax calculator, car loan EMI calculator. There are many calculations, right? And also, there are share market values here. I want to verify these values are displaying it to users correctly or not. See, I want to check it out this gratuity 5,000 into 5 years and submit, and enter here like this, go to 5 and submit. What was happened, the total as displayed it to users here. But how do you finalize the total amount as displayed to users correctly or not, right? As a test engineer, what I do, what is my role? As a manual tester, as a manual tester, you join in any company. What is your today task by company? I want to test gratuity calculator. That is my requirement, right? What do you do? I don't start the testing directly. I don't start the testing directly. First, you as a tester, I have a knowledge on testing side. I don't have a knowledge on your requirement side, right? I don't know about your requirement. Without knowing any requirement details, how can I start gratuity calculator testing? Along with this gratuity calculator, share requirement details. Then only I can test appropriately. A simple answer I'll tell you. Simple question. See, as a human, I want to meet a doctor. For which reason you want to meet a doctor? Actually, as a patient, what I do, doctor, please check my body, right? Definitely, doctor will be confused. Why you are asking me? Sir, I want to go for a body test, complete body test. Then okay, accepted. Now I'm facing some kind of issues in my body and want to check it out. I met a doctor and I'm asking to my doctor, please check. No, no, no. Now doctor will ask you, tell me what is your problem. Now I'm suffering with fever, sir, since 4 days, 5 days. I don't know. Sometimes it's working like that, right? Just as a patient, you are explaining your requirement details to, you are sharing your requirement details to doctor. Based on your requirement details, the doctor is starting the treatment. Here also same. Now this is the URL I am sharing. This is the URL I am sharing to you. Please test this gratuity calculator. By end of the day, please submit your report. Please submit your report. I was not provided any requirement gratuity details. I did not provide. Now you are into confused mode. I am asking you, please submit your report end of the day. But you are confused. You are asking me again. Sir, how do I start this gratuity calculator testing? Do you have any requirement details? Okay, as a customer, I forgot to give you the requirement details, but you have to ask. But why you are wasting the time? Immediately, okay, sometime I forgot to share requirement details. No, there is a chance. But why you did not ask me? Why you are asking at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock before leaving? No, 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 no. Finish up and go out. That's it. That is my requirement. Right? You have to ask me early, no? Whenever I submitted, whenever I ask you, whenever I shared this detail, right? It is your right to ask to any kind of. But do not waste the time after you join in the software company. That is the meaning of testing. As a tester, after you receive the requirement details, this is the manual testing concept. Okay, automation testing is a different, right? Like this, you just click the functionality, yes, no, intent, and submit, reset button. These functions are working properly or not. Select a radar button. Software testing is very easy job, very easy role on project side, right? Like this. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for the second demo session. Again, we have a session on Monday. Monday, our session will be begin at 8:30 to 8:45. Please join at 8:30, 8:45. I will intimate it to your organization. They will update you the status on Monday. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much to everyone. Please please ask me any if you have any questions on this. Any question on this? Yeah.